Okay, so back at you with the Car Chronicles. Now, some of you guys know that my goals are different. For years on both channels, mine and our business one, we've been doing lots of videos, and oh my God, I've been going back and looking at some of those videos, and wow, was I small. So for a long time, I was like happy with the way that I was, but always trying to improve and be a better version of myself, no matter what, even when you are at maintenance. Then I changed, and I decided to try to do my own little bulk, and I did it for a little while, and I did put on a little bit of weight on my own. And then I decided to take it to another level and go with somebody that specializes in bulking and shows. So for a while, I've been working with somebody. So currently, right now, I'm with a coach, and I am very excited about the way that my body has changed, like dramatically. And by dramatically, I mean like the difference between me looking at what I look like a year and a half ago and what I look like now. But what this leads me to is tips for no matter what your goal is, and tips for people that have that emotional connection to food. People ask me all the time, how are you okay with, like, some of the people that know about my history? How are you okay with being heavier and being on a weight gain kind of thing and all that other stuff, when back in the day, like, they know my story, and I've said, if my stomach stuck out a little bit, I would immediately want to go binge and purge to get my stomach to be flat again. But again, I was in a different place in my life. I was unhappy with my life, not with my body. And that was my outlet. And literally, I just had that epiphany right then and there on camera with you guys. Thank you. But that's not the point of the video. So the point of the video is that I came up with this because I talk to people about how I don't believe in cheats. Cheats don't make any sense to me. The reason why, when you're on a weight loss goal, the reason why is because you're trying to lose weight. You do all this work, then you have a cheat, and a bad one, like eating bad food, eating food that's not good for you, eating pizza, eating sundaes, eating a bag of chips, and you lose 2 pounds, which is the healthy way to lose weight on a good, the first week is always a big number. I've seen anywhere from 6 to 11 pounds in the first week, and a lot of that is water weight and some fat. Then you consistently, it could be anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds, maybe on a good day, but on the average it should be 2. Where that number comes from is you go on a 3,500 calorie caloric deficit, and then you burn 3,500 calories, expend 3,500 calories, and that 3,500 calories equals 1 pound. So that's cutting calories and food and expending calories, working out and doing that. Now that's an average again, and it's more individualized per person. Not everybody has a 500 calorie burn goal. Some people burn more, some people burn less, some people cut more, some people cut less, whatever. The point is that no matter what, cheats don't make any sense to me when you're on a weight loss goal, because you do all that work to lose, let's say, 2 pounds, and then easy, you could put back on 5 or 6. Now, granted, some of that is water from, the extra carbs, the extra sodium, or whatever it is, but some of it is extra fat. So to me, and to a lot of people, and you also don't feel good. Like, there's not one person that says, oh, I feel like after working out and eating good and cleansing my body the right way, not a cleanse, and then I feel great and I feel good during my workouts and I'm getting stronger, and then boom, I rewarded myself with a brownie and now I feel fantastic. No, you don't. I can guarantee you have a stomach ache, you have bubble gut, you have whatever. And if you don't, then you really weren't eating as clean as you thought you were. That happens to my clients, and I know that they're eating clean because they're sending me every moment of their day, everything they eat, sip, taste, and bite. There's a point to this. The point is that when you have a higher like I give my clients higher calorie, like a not like a refeed day, but like maybe a refeed meal or a little off the guidelines. Like if they do carbs early, if they're doing their workout early in the morning, then I say, and they're like, hey, can I get my approved treat? and then it's sushi. That's not bad. Or it's, I want to eat carbs with dinner. That's not bad. You know, maybe frozen yogurt. That's not horrible. But usually I like it to be, let's say, like a burger. Maybe you make your own grass-fed organic ground beef burger or whatever. You normally don't eat dairy, and then you have some cheese on your burger. Like, that's what I want my clients to do. Like having like a higher calorie meal or a little off the program, or maybe a bigger serving of rice or whatever it is. That's not gonna have that kind of effect on your body like the bad food's gonna have. So the point to this video is being on a bulk, a clean bulk. I still do cardio. I'm not like eating garbage food and all that other stuff. I'm given treats, and you know, I will eat more calories, or I'll eat carbs at night, or whatever it is, on my treat, on my day where I'm allowed to. But like, it's not like garbage food. So what I need to do, and this is a tip for you guys, what you need to do, the way to succeed, because a lot of people that are on a weight loss goal, there's 100% of people that are on a weight loss journey and trying to lose weight have an emotional connection to food. They are not, sorry, I had to pause my thing for a second. They are not like just overweight because they just eat. They're overweight and unhealthy because they eat out of emotion. And that comes from culture, that comes from TV, that comes from a lot of things. So, the big thing here is that when you are given an approved something, or if you're not with a coach or a personal trainer or a health coach or whatever, a nutritionist, and you are just following this because you read it somewhere, and you do good every single day, and you give yourself one meal 1 day a week, not a whole day, and not the whole weekend, and then you give yourself that one meal. The most important thing that I can teach you, and it took 7 minutes to get to the point, but the most important thing that I can teach you is you need to have a game plan for what you're gonna do right after. Example, if you do your treat, higher calorie, whatever, in the comfort of your own home, I can almost guarantee you that it will turn into more. If you do it with a game plan as to what you're gonna do right after. Like, if I'm doing mine, I do it, let's say, right before we're about to go do something. I might not do it on a Saturday because maybe it's too lackadaisy on a Saturday. So there has to be a game plan as to what you're gonna do. If you're going to do something and you're going to get this one meal, maybe you do it and you eat out in a park. Maybe you do it out with the family and you're about to go someplace right after. If it's at a restaurant, you know, whether it's, you know, maybe you ask for support from the family member and you say, hey, listen, I'm not going to get any dessert. I'm just treating myself to this steak and potato. And then that's it. Like, I don't want to have any garbage after that. And then you go and you do something. You don't go right home because it's fresh on your mind, and it is very fresh. And those that are connected to it are thinking of the next thing. So if you do it and then you distract yourself, and this comes from personal history having nothing to do with treats, but having to do with when I first got out of the hospital, I had to constantly mind F myself. So, you know, I started working in a gym where I couldn't leave the front desk. Then I got certified, or I was already certified pretty much. And then I started training clients, and I would make sure that I ate my meal right before I was about to go into session. I can't leave my client, I can't not go in session, and I can't go eat more food. So like having it very structured and having a game plan for any meal, pre-planned, and especially a approved higher calorie meal or approved treat. And please, 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 people, If you have a weight loss goal, stop justifying the weekends, stop justifying a full day. You are doing more damage to your body putting it on this roller coaster. You're gonna make it harder and harder for you to lose weight. You're gonna make it harder and harder for you to stay at goal or get close to goal. Like you'll get really close, but then you'll have a really hard time with those last 5 or 10 pounds. And that's because of the roller coaster that you put yourself through. So not weekends, not full days, not garbage food. Try to do it the right way. And then also try not to even do it every single week. Like you're not trying to bulk, you're trying to lose weight. Like it shouldn't happen every single week. You gotta learn how to think of food as fuel, because that's what it is. The purpose of every one of my meals is to put weight on my legs. I have higher calories on leg days. That's the purpose. I have more carbs on that day, on the day that I train that body part. I have no carbs on the day that I don't do my lifting. Like that's the purpose of it. And not everybody has to be a bodybuilder, but when you think of the bodybuilding, they have it down to a science. It has to be for you to get your body fat at that low, but it's not about that. What it's about is they truly, if you really think about it, like every meal has a purpose, has a certain amount of this, has a certain amount of that. Your body needs those things, whether your goal is bodybuilding, lean muscle tissue building, weight loss, whatever it is. But it's so important that you look at food as fuel, because that's what it is. We've been taught that food is entertainment. We've been taught that, we got to enjoy ourselves with food. Why can't we make memories with a million other things? Why can't we, if our normal girls' day out is to go out to Cheesecake Factory, why can't it be go out bowling? Why can't it be go out miniature golfing? Why can't it be go to a comedy club? Why can't it be fun stuff like that I guarantee you'll remember? Hey, come over my house, we'll play board games. I can't tell you how many times I peed my pants playing board games. I can't tell you what I ate every time I had a stomach ache if I ate something bad. And this is not now, clearly. So I hope you learned something. More of the lessons were toward the end of the video, and I hope you made it through the beginning. Obviously, if you're hearing that, you did. So, I love you guys. I do it because I love you. Please take some of these tools and use them, whether you're a client or not a client.